Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We got a lead from April-May about a new cohort, Red White from Blue Corp. So we're going to meet him. Let's see how this goes. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the... Your name? What is your name? I was just inquirably asking the title you go by. Right. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right. I see. Splendiferous! Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary? What's this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with all of the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the worldly challenge. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What's he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with such a man like myself? This guy's arrogance is off the scale. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. Yes, she was my horse. I put her in doggy style all the time. Or cowgirl position, if you prefer. What a shock it was to hear what she's done. What she's done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not part of the job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn her into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, you were in April-May's hotel room, were you not? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. 'Cause look at my fingers, they're full of rings. You can't pay for them yourself. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy stated for the record that he does remember you. No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you're capable of doing that. He raises a good question. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April-May. Oh ho ho! The police, the courts. To me, they're mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. My being the operative word. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. But we are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business up from the grand office you see now. Ah, in case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why? Because I like the color blue. I love it, of course, though you see none of it on me. Except for the crystal and my tie of dubious fashion sense. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? The big painting on the wall. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My question's simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? What, a lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zippo, nada. Just like the sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? What the? He punched me! Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him. Why is it that the painting of his is hanging here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now. Skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Huh? I don't think he noticed me. Maybe I should... Jumping Jehoshaphat! Oh, it's you. Well, you look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. Oh, I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. Sorry, sir, I borrowed this. So it was you, my boy. Who is that guy? It's a long story, but I'll be needing that back now. I better give it back to him. So you've come to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. What was that? Well, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for her. I asked before, but why'd you refuse her request? I think I have the right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I just need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled. So, I paid Mr. Blue Corp, Mr. White, whatever, a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something's been bothering me. What is that? Out with it, my boy. See, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, there was a giant painting hanging right here the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office. So you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you're connected somehow. Connected, you say? And I know what it is. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Ugh. I think that painting is fairly nasty proof. Very well. This might have been the chance I've been looking for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can rest easy. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it's fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of that DO6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. And as you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's it. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White is nigh on impossible. He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. They're bound, unable to harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more the weight of many years. What's the DO6 incident? DO6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave this case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium. Her name was Misty Faye. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She'd been investigating the murder of a bequest at the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. That's what Maya was talking about. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DO6 incident. But why were you blackmailed? The incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. Because I told him. You told Wright? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. And in secret they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law and the country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Her office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. That's funny. Seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there'd be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases. They're in alphabetical order. Which file should I look at? Let's see, J through S. Huh? Maybe I'll just skim. Well, biggest part here, and suicide, ew. Suicide reports. Politicians, policemen, wait. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait a minute. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides? White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Oof. Yeah, that'd do it. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not penetrated your thick skull, so stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, do you see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia, she had a file filed under articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Huh? I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicides that Mia investigated. The company's built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation! Mr. Wrong, what is it you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir, I'll send someone right away. Wait a second! You're wrong. Excuse me? What I should be doing is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping your phone. And Mia was murdered and all the documents mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out. You did it! Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort. Instead, please connect me to public prosecution. Yes, sir. One moment. White? That you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor? I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I have changed my mind, didn't I? And one more thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those, is it? Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinion. I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You will be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they will make even you look competent. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Butts! Right, actually. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right, sorry, but Butts was the murderer, wasn't he? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Huh. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. And now mine begins tomorrow. White's gonna get set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it. Of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state, but I refused. I had an idea. Wright? Mr. Wright? Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Well, yeah, and it's all thanks to you. But now I'm afraid we switched places. What? I mean, you? I explained what happened. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I could do? Well, cheer for you? You mean, like it? Well, yeah. Alright, leave it to me. I'd better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wait, what? What was that? I'm kidding, it was a joke. No way! Oh, but thanks, it's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything for me to do anyway. But, can't just sit here and do nothing. I gotta give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? How about a punch? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I'd end up in the defendant's chair myself. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Alright. Splendiferous and stupendous. That'll do it for me today. Let me save, and I will see you again tomorrow. Yay! We may finish this tomorrow, or it might take 2 videos. I'm not yet sure. But for today's purposes, we are complete. Complete-amented! See you guys next time.